This is how the game was set up. You all knew you were coming down into density. You knew you weren't going to remember everything, all the programs that were running. So reality was set up to be a reflection for you so that you could see everything that was running at the energetic level. So you could fine-tune and make shifts and adjustments. Everything is first created and generated at the energetic level. The first place it shows up is in your body. If you're not paying attention to what's going on in your body, then you start projecting it out into the external world. And that's what you get is reflections in your relationships with your family members, with your co-workers, with your friends, with your lovers, your mates, your spouses. And they are all reflecting back to you your beliefs about yourself, how you perceive the world. Through the laws of attraction, beings are attracted to you. You always attract the right person at the right time based on vibrational signature. So these are the two primary laws that are creating and generating your reality. The law of attraction and the law of reflection. Alright, so like attracts like, and that like thing is being reflected back to you. If you've got people who are judging you, people who are unkind to you, that's an indication that you have programs running that you are holding judgment on. So whatever others are judging you for, you're judging yourself for. Any place that you are judging other people, it is a program that's running within yourself that you are judging you. All right, so that's something that it's really important for you all to be aware of, that others are just simply reflecting reality back to you about you and how you feel about yourself. What other people think about you really doesn't matter. It is a reflection more of their own beliefs about themselves than it has anything to do with how they really feel about you. All right? And it really doesn't matter what anyone thinks. So if you're judging others, it's you judging you. If you are in a situation where other people are judging you, then that means that you are still judging you. Through the laws of attraction, you're going to draw in a person. If you're drawing people in who say, you're wonderful, we love you, that's showing you that you have the programs, that you appreciate yourself, all right, that you think you're pretty wonderful. So it works both ways. The fact that you're aware of how you're feeling is huge. It is a powerful, powerful tool for you, because you can recognize that you've got programs running and you can shift them. You can change your perspective. You can alter the vibrational signature that's been running. If you're not paying any attention, that feeling that somehow you're inferior or not good enough is going to go right on through the subconscious level, at the subconscious level, and you're not going to pick it up, so you're probably not going to make as many changes. So how does that look in physical reality? You make a mental note. If you are in a situation that doesn't allow you the luxury of taking a step back, so let's say you're at work, all right, you're with your co-workers and you find yourself getting activated in the middle of a meeting. Well, it's not really a time that you can take in that moment to get to the root of it and see where else you've created and generated this feeling or this emotion, to see how it's been of service to you. So you just make mental notes. Say, all right, I acknowledge how I'm feeling, and we're going to look at it later. That's one way that you can deal with it. Sometimes when you're fully present, you can make a new decision right then and there and be done with it. You can shift it. You can decide to make a new choice in that moment. And it really is as simple as that. That you decide, oh, all right, this is the vibrational signature of the past, that I'm fearing that I'm not good enough, but I am good enough. And I'm experiencing this to show me that this is my pattern. It taught me that I have more power available to me, and now I'm going to make a new selection. All right, I'm going to use the power. In the past, I've created this incident to show me that I have more power available, but each time I chose not to use it. The incidents in the past were of service. That program is of service to you to show you something about yourself. And when you see how a program has been of service to you, why you created a situation in the first place, you can shift it energetically. In other words, you let go of all of your judgment. And when you let go of judgment, you integrate. All right, and that's the whole name of this game, is integration. So if you put something off until a later date, so let's say you get home that evening And you can sit down and say, all right, that got activated today. So how did that serve me? What is it teaching me about myself? And you can, again, ask yourself that. Ask yourself aloud. Write it out. This gets it out of the body. It gets it out of a mental activity and starts to put it into physical reality, so it's more tangible, so that you can really sink your teeth into it. And when you first start, you're going to say, I don't know. But you can work with the subconscious and keep writing the first part of the sentence out. How this has been of service to me is, or the reason I've created this is, what this is showing me about myself is, fill in the blank. You may say, I don't know. Keep going. Keep starting. Eventually something's going to pop up. You're going to have an idea. You'll say, this is what it's showing me. And once you have that realization, you shift. And this is not about making right or wrong choices. There are no right or wrong choices. There are only vibrational selections. When you all fear making any vibrational selection, that is the fastest way to shut down your energy flow. Indecision. If you are making a choice, doesn't matter what it is, all right, your energy is still flowing. It's still flowing to create and manifest. As long as it's flowing, it's much, much easier for you to be aware of whether you like the vibrational selection or not. If you don't like it, you simply make a new selection. You pulse something different out. You become consciously aware and you start pulsing out the new selection. And so you will create and generate a different vibrational result. In other words, you'll make a change. But when you're in indecision, the universe can't bring you anything because you shut down all of your energies. So you're not pulsing anything out. It's almost like a flat line. If you think of waves, as frequencies as being waves, when you make no decisions, when you make no steps, it almost flatlines. So we would encourage you to just go ahead and make a choice. There are no wrong choices. There are only vibrational selections, and you can choose whether you like the selection or not, and if you don't like it, you make a new one. Now that's a point for all of you that you have a hard time with, is that you think if you make a selection, you're going to be trapped, that you're not going to be able to make a new choice. That's one of the constructs of the third dimension. Those are all archaic beliefs that are held within, it's held within the religious belief systems, it's held within the cultural belief systems, that you are locked into the choices that you make and that they're very hard to change. Well, remember, time is moving differently. So for those generations in the past, yes, time did not move as quickly. So for them to generate, it did take more time. So from their perspective, yes, in many cases it did seem like they were stuck with the choice for quite a while. For you, no, because things are moving so rapidly, you make selections and you change your mind and you make new selections, and they come right one behind each other. So you're not waiting years. Sometimes you wait hours, sometimes you might wait a week. Which brings us to another topic that we want to talk about, which is your perceptions that the universe isn't necessarily bringing something back to you. This is another part of manifestation that's important for you all to understand. What many of you will do is you'll climb up to the roof, you'll get yourself in a really good vibrational feeling state. You'll be pulsing out your thoughts, you're pulsing out high vibrational energy, and then you'll look at your watch and you'll say, the universe hasn't brought me what I want. You know, I must not be deserving, or it's not coming, or this doesn't work. That's a big one for you all. This doesn't work. This manifestation stuff doesn't work. I don't create my own reality. And what happens is you drop out of that frequency. Sometimes what you're asking for is of such a high vibration that the universe says, all right, I want to bring this to you, but you can't hold this vibration. You don't stay in that space long enough. You're not on the rooftop long enough for me to bring it back to you. So you've got issue A and issue B that you've got to clear in order to get that issue C, or that thing that you want to create for yourself that's up there on the rooftop. So what you get reflected back are A and B. So perhaps you've got a fear of abandonment and you've got a fear of trust. And in order to get what you're asking for, you can't have either of those fears running in your field. They drop you out of the vibrational range. So what the universe reflects back to you is A and B, so that you can clear it in order to get what it is you want. Sometimes the universe will bring you what you need in order to get what you want. Remember, you are constantly pulsing out vibrational signatures, and the universe is reflecting back to you. So all you ever have to do is be aware of what is being reflected back to you. The more you are looking and observing that which you're creating, that which is right in front of you, the more you're in the now, the more you can integrate some of these fears or lower thoughts, the more you can let go of your judgments, so that you can maintain the higher vibrations, so that you can create those high vibrational things that you're asking for. That's the fastest way to manifestation. Doesn't matter what it is that you want to create, what you think you want to create. Look and observe, what are you getting back? What's being reflected back to me at any given moment in time? Look at your results, because you're always going to get what you need to clear, to get higher and higher and higher in vibration. Now, also one of the things that will happen as you increase your frequency, these lower vibrations will start to vibrate and get pulsed out. These fears, in other words, these insecurities, these negative beliefs that you have about yourself will start to get pulsed out and reflected back to you, so that you can clear them. If you are in a very high vibrational state, you think things are going really great, and then all of a sudden you create an incident for yourself, and you think, well, what lower thought did I have? What did I do that created all of this? It's not that you did something wrong. It's that this was running in your field, and the universe knew that you wanted to increase your vibration. So it brought you back the reflection so that you could integrate this issue, because you weren't integrating it without the reflection. So again, the universe brings you what you need in order to get what you want, which is more joy, which is more love, which is more happiness, that you're increasing your vibration. Another way to look at this is through the laws of resonance. Lower vibrations are going to increase their vibration to match that of the higher one. So the more love you're holding, the more anything unlike love gets activated, projected, so that you can see it, so that you can transmute it, so that you can hold more love. But as you all start to awaken up and you realize that you are creating and manifesting your realities, you all start playing this game. It's a pitfall of waking up, that you say, what's wrong with me? I've got all these things to fix. I've got this issue and that issue, and it's really important that you see yourself as perfect, that you are a divine being of light. You are brilliant. Your light is never diminished. It's all of these distorted beliefs that are part of the ego that distort the light that is projected back to you as it's projected out of you. All right? They're distorting your divinity. It's an illusion. So see yourself as already being perfect. There's nothing you have to fix. There's nothing you have to correct about yourself in order to manifest or generate. The process is simple. You are just removing these filters or these distortions which are creating these unique reflections that create these things in your physical reality. The same thing goes with your health issues. If your body is out of balance, you've got an illness, it's because of a belief system that's running. It's something that's happening at the energetic level first. And through the laws of attraction, you've either attracted toxic chemicals, toxic food that you're consuming, toxic people that you're encountering, and you're just getting that reflection back so that you can fine-tune and make an adjustment. It is very malleable. You can change it very, very quickly. Your beliefs may tell you it takes time, and that's the belief or the program that you're running. You can also shift that program. You change and you recreate your reality with every single breath you take. Your beliefs don't change much, so your reality doesn't change much, but it has the potential to. As you change your belief systems, as you change your understanding about who and what you are, you can very quickly change your reality. You can change it in a breath.